Welcome to The Explainer. I've got my music critic hat firmly on today because we are diving into something truly spectacular happening right now in the music world. We're looking at how a legendary artist is completely subverting our expectations on his spring 2026 tour. Bob Dylan is back on the road with the latest leg of his Rough and Rowdy Ways tour. And instead of just doing what you'd expect from a legacy act, he's flipping the script entirely. Through the articles, reviews, and fan reactions we've gathered, we're going to break down exactly what makes this specific run of shows so captivating.
So it really begs the question, right? How does a rock legend keep us all guessing in his 9th decade? Think about it. When an artist has absolutely nothing left to prove, the easiest path is just to play the greatest hits to massive, nostalgic crowds. Grab the paycheck and go home. But Dylan? No way. He is still taking massive artistic swings. He's actively avoiding the easy route and demanding that his audience follow him down some very unexpected, deeply fascinating musical avenues.
Let that number sink in for just a second. 84. I mean, emphasizing his current age really highlights the sheer defiance of this road warrior. He is literally approaching his 85th birthday, and yet he's maintaining this relentless momentum. He isn't slowing down at all. In fact, the reports we're seeing show an artist who is totally re-energized, pushing forward with a touring schedule that would exhaust musicians half his age.
And the fan response? Absolutely phenomenal. Look at this quote from the r/Bob Dylan Reddit community. Die-hard fans and online communities are just buzzing. They're calling these recent performances, like the one in Macon, Georgia, and a much-praised show at Emmons Auditorium in Muncie, some of the absolute best shows he's played in years. They're pointing out his visible enjoyment, his intense focus, and the incredible energy of the band. Fans aren't just satisfied, they are ecstatic. Let's talk about intimate venues and unexpected cities,
Because the contrast here is just stark. Normally, you'd expect a legacy act of Dylan's stature to hit massive coastal stadium shows, the Los Angeles, New York, and Chicago megatour stops. But Dylan's 2026 reality is a deliberate choice to hit secondary markets in the American South and Midwest. He's taking his music to places like Muncie, Indiana, Tyler, Texas, Shreveport, Louisiana, and Abilene, Texas. He's bringing this enduring catalog to communities that don't always appear on your traditional major touring maps.
By completely avoiding those large-scale, kind of distant stadiums on this leg, he's favoring spaces like the Orpheum Theater in Omaha or the UT Tyler Cowan Center. These smaller auditoriums and performing arts centers cultivate a really moody, intimate atmosphere. It creates a close, personal connection between the performer and the audience, which honestly perfectly suits the massive stylistic shifts he's made to the music itself. Which brings us to deep cuts and acoustic curveballs. Guys, the historical weight of his current song choices is just staggering. He is reaching decades, and I mean decades, into the past to excavate some serious rarities. For the first time since 2013, he brought back the haunting 1989 track Mon in the Long Black Coat. But the real shocker? Unearthing Eddie Cochran's 1958 frantic rockabilly track, Nervous Breakdown, a song Dylan had literally never played live before. He debuted it as his second-to-last song on opening night.
And the music press is definitely taking note. As Rambo magazine stated, pulling a deep-cut rockabilly raver into the set is a sharp left turn, a reclamation of a specific, raw lineage. This isn't just nostalgia, Including Nervous Breakdown and Bo Diddley's I Can Tell frames the tour's raw, foundational rock and roll palette. It connects his current sound right back to the absolute pioneers of the genre.
But it's not just the new additions, it's the surgical edits he's making. After years of electric performances, Dylan flipped the arrangements to acoustic for this launch. He also intentionally pared down the songs from his Rough and Rowdy Ways album from 9 tracks down to 6. And showing that his show is a living, mutable document, he even dropped a massive classic hit like Don't Think Twice It's All Right immediately after opening night. He just refuses to let the setlist get stale. Now let's look at telepathic connections and band dynamics. Now, the Reddit community actually pointed out this brilliant technical detail. Dylan is running a dual mic setup. He stands at one dedicated microphone for a large portion of the show for really dynamic vocal delivery, and then sits at a second mic when he's delivering his pristine, riff-heavy keyboard playing. The audio engineers are seamlessly fading these mics up and down to isolate his voice perfectly. The result? Crystal clear vocals that cut right through the acoustic mix, elevating the entire sonic experience to a whole new level. And all this builds into a totally mesmerizing live performance. Just listen to this observation from a fan who was actually there. It's almost like telepathy, the way just the shortest glimpse from Dylan seems to be enough to say, let's end it here.
Fans are mesmerized by this nonverbal communication. With just subtle visual cues, primarily directed at his longtime bassist Tony Garnier, Dylan is fluidly guiding the band through tempo changes and unexpected song endings. We've got to give immense credit to this incredibly tight touring band. You've got Anton Fig absolutely driving this era perfectly on the drums. Doug Lancio and Bob Britt are delivering these crystal clear, beautiful acoustic guitar dynamics, and Tony Garnier is anchoring the whole shebang, translating Dylan's visual cues for the rest of the stage. Ironically, the shift to a quieter acoustic setup actually allows this band to rock out harder and with much more nuanced restraint than a loud electric mix would ever permit. So the really crucial point here is that this level of live, high-wire performance leaves room for real, unscripted moments. Like at a show in La Crosse, Dylan accidentally forgot to turn his lyrics page and just started singing lines from I Contain Multitudes during a song transition. But rather than detracting from the show, audiences embrace these minor human slip-ups. It only adds to the authentic, unpolished charm of this late career run. It proves the show is completely live and completely real.
So what's the verdict? If there's one core takeaway from all our sources, it's this. This is absolutely not a nostalgic victory lap. Dylan refuses to rely purely on his greatest hits. Instead, this tour is a deliberate excavation of his musical lineage, bringing back Eddie Cochran, Bo Diddley, and his own really deep cuts. And it is an absolute masterclass in artistic integrity. He's demanding that audiences step into his world and follow his emotional and artistic flow, rather than just spoon-feeding them the past. I want to leave you with this final, kind of provocative thought. Has any other artist in history maintained this level of reinvention and raw unpredictability into their 9th decade? It's truly awe-inspiring. Bob Dylan isn't just preserving his legacy. At 84 years old, in small-town auditoriums with an acoustic guitar and a telepathic band, he is actively rewriting it. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep your ears open, because honestly, you never know what he's going to play next.